issue that we are all worried about because of the specific circumstances of South Africa, and it's most regrettable and most unfortunate. I think that the young people of South Africa do not know what happened before they gained their freedom. The whole of this continent stood behind South Africa. The whole of Africa stood behind South Africa to fight against apartheid. I remember all of us growing up as secondary school children, went on marches. We were part of the African Youth Command. We demonstrated, we boycotted classes and all that, all in the fight against apartheid. Indeed, for several of the countries where their citizens have been brutalized in South Africa, these are countries that were called frontline states that harbored the freedom fighters, of South Africa and gave them safe haven, gave them passports, to be able to avoid.
We would lose to any other African country. In fact, we should have lost to Egypt, just not Nigeria. These were the words of AK, one of the biggest South African rappers, a few months ago. What does that say? Any country, that we will lose to anybody, just not Nigeria. Because it's Nigeria. Why do we always have to lose to them? This is the mindset. I've never been to South Africa, but this is the mindset. And it's not just South Africa. A lot of African countries, they compete with us. They feel like everywhere we go, we feel like we are kings and we are everything. There is a problem, Nigeria. And it's about time we all stay at home, because they can't stand us out here. They can't stand us.
South Africans, do we ever sit and think before we act, man? Or we just decide to put this in this simply? Immigrants must leave. Immigrants must leave. Guys, what about your families from Lesotho, Botswana, and Swaziland? Have you forgotten they're also not South Africans? And most of the people who are going around burning shops of those foreign people that are saying we don't want them in our country, they must go. You don't even have medical aid. Tomorrow you are knocked down by the car, you go to Tembisa Hospital. Have you gone to Tembisa Hospital? Ekurhuleni. Have you seen all Nigerian doctors that are there? That hospital is packed. Nigerian doctors. They left Nigeria, came to South Africa.
Instagram. No need to ask what they play, because we know what they play right now. For everything where they happen what did they shock me past now this tweet. This tweet where this South Africa guy tweet say they go still they kill us, our government not go do anything. Not truth. Not really truth, because now the most honest tweet I don't see this year. Now the name when you call your dog for outside now people will call her. If you call her Bingo, they'll call her Bingo. Hey God. And it's unfortunate. It's sad. The truth. Our government not do anything. We be like disposable cup. We be like plastic spoon. SMH. 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 SMH.
Nigeria has invested a great deal, not only in the destruction of apartheid, in the pulling down of apartheid, but again, this is all contrary even to the very ideas that all of the great leaders of South Africa fought for, including the current president. This level of bigotry, this sort of bigotry is just terrible and is so completely unacceptable. I believe that Mr. President has already spoken about this. Obviously, we're very concerned about this, and we certainly intend to take this up with the authorities in South Africa and to ensure that this sort of thing does not repeat itself. It is absolutely unconscionable.
They have also assisted us in the form of teachers, doctors, architects, and they have given scholarships to our children to study in the universities of this country. I am happy, therefore, that my delegation and I are today here in order to express our sincere thanks directly to you. I must also add that one of the issues that worries me in
when it is a white person in South Africa, undocumented, he is called an investor. Not only a white person, including Indians and Chinese. These Guptas didn't have proper papers here. These Guptas didn't have proper papers. No one dared called them Kwerekweres. No one. But if it was my African brothers, we're going to be called Kwerekweres because they don't have papers. Self-hate. It must come to an end. If it means making the EFF lose votes for that, let it lose votes. Lose votes on principle. Not on political expediency of wanting to appeal. This country belongs to Africans in the same way Nigeria belongs to South Africans. Nigeria is South Africa, South Africa is Nigeria. We are Zimbabweans. We need to do away with this nonsensical idea that was imposed on us by colonialism.
Arises. And we must investigate also what is the law of South Africa says. How can a city in South Africa be 80% foreign nationals? That is dangerous. That in Hillbrow and the surrounding areas, South Africans have surrendered their own city to the foreign nationals. The nation should discuss that particular question. You won't find South Africans in other countries dominating a city into 80%. Because if we do not debate that, that necessarily means the whole South Africa could be 80%.
We therefore wish to officially ask all South African businesses, please, journalists, do not edit this. Say it the way I'm saying it, that South Africans henceforth should leave Nigeria with all their businesses. Nigerian students are not joking about it. And we are giving 7 days ultimatum for this action to be carried out.
Nigeria is home to about 120 South African companies, including telecom giant MTN.
South Africa, why? They say blacks be blacks' problem. We go to other countries, they won't use racism, kill us. We come back to our own Africa, we know they take eye, see ourselves. Blacks killing blacks, blacks fighting blacks, blacks want black to go down by all means. And most part, we say their officials, they come out to justify their action. That means now something we say they don't agree amongst themselves. Touch an American and see Trump come for you. Touch a Russian and watch Putin put you away. Touch a South Korean and see what will happen. And the most painful part of it is that our government is not doing anything about it. We are not safe out there. We are still not safe in our country. You come back to your own country because you dey drive Benz. Police go park you for road. They go say you look too posh. And when you drive with them, they crack their gun straight to your head. Next thing na post. When you die, they lie on you to cover up. Which level? We need a voice. Our government needs to do something about it.
South Africans, do we ever sit and think before we act, man? Or we just decide to put this in this simply? Immigrants must leave. Immigrants must leave. Guys, what about your families from Lesotho, Botswana, and Swaziland? Have you forgotten they're also not South Africans? And most of the people who are going around burning shops of those foreign people, people that are saying we don't want them in our country, they must go. You don't even have medical aid. Tomorrow you are knocked down by the car, you go to Tembisa Hospital. Have you gone to Tembisa Hospital? Have you seen all Nigerian doctors that are there? That hospital is packed. Nigerian doctors. They left Nigeria, came to South Africa.
Oga Buhari, what did they play now? I just say one of my friend don't die for Saudi because he don't go find opportunity. We're not there for Nigeria. It's time Nigeria they change. People are dying. If opportunity day for Nigeria, person not go run. If even normal road, normal lights, normal education day available for person, no go run. Nigeria is so beautiful with lovely people. It's time that Nigeria receives some sort of change. This thing don't tire person. It don't tire me. It don't tire everybody. Oh God, I beg you. Now you get the power. Please, oh, I beg. Mike cannot do something for Nigeria. People are suffering. This thing says if a paying person die. I don't know what you want make I talk again. It's time for change.